Hello Sagittarius, welcome to another love reading. We're going to be looking at what you can expect in love, who you might be dealing with, what do we need to know about what's on their mind, what's been going on in the recent past, the challenges, all of that stuff we'll be covering today. So let's jump right in for Sagittarius. Spirit, angels. Messages, please, guidance for Sagittarius. What do they need to know, Spirit? What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know regarding love? All right, what can you expect in love? Spirit, what can Sagittarius expect when it comes to love or relationships? The Hierophant, Taurus energy. What can Sagittarius expect in love? Five of Wands. Be the bigger person is kind of what I'm getting here. There might be some drama, some conflict, some people fighting for your attention or fighting to pull you in multiple directions. No, this is a connection. Okay, so some of you might already be in a connection with someone, or there are people fighting for you to date you, or there's drama or conflict already that exists. I feel like Spirit is saying to be the bigger person. This could also be conflict in like a marriage or a commitment as well with the Hierophant, the Five of Wands. But some of you, I feel like you need to rise above whatever's happening, or at least focus on what truly matters with the Hierophant. Let's get some insight here. Yeah. Tell me about the Hierophant. You could also just be dealing with a Taurus, someone with Taurus in their chart. Why is the Hierophant here? The World. Wow. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Tell me about the Five of Wands. The Emperor, Aries energy. Some of you, I feel like this fighting is it's happening in a long-term commitment. And you could be fighting with a masculine energy or a parent, someone with authority. This could also be like a boss, but let me not get into that. I feel like with the Hierophant in the World here, I'm getting almost like you've already done what you could. You know? It's like it doesn't really make sense to stick around and like fight. Continue to fight. It's kind of what I'm getting. This could also be something happening at work. Fighting with a coworker, not getting along with a boss or supervisor. And it's like you're thinking that you've overstayed your welcome or something like that. What's the energy for Sagittarius in love? Oh, I got 2. 3. True love. The connection between you is genuine and true. Love letter, a special message is on its way. Cold shoulder, someone's feeling shut out. Maybe someone reaches out after, like maybe this is a fight between you and another person, and someone decides to like apologize, reach out after, being quiet, being a little bit quiet. Like you stop speaking for a little bit. Some of you, and this is not for everyone watching, but some of you that are watching this right now, there are 2 people that you could be with. And it's like when you're having issues with one, the other one surfaces. Tell me about the recent past. What's been going on for Sagittarius in the recent past? 3 of Cups. What's going on for Sagittarius in the recent past? What's going on for Sagittarius? Okay, I got 3's a crowd with the 3 of Cups, and now that I see the 9 of Pentacles, I'm like, it's confirming it for me. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you've decided to remove yourself from an issue. That's kind of what it looks like here. You're like becoming free of an issue, or in the middle of an issue or conflict, you're starting to realize, like, I'm better than this. I don't have to deal with this. I could do so much better on my own, or I could do so much better somewhere else, something like that. Some of you, it could be that you're the one being chosen out of 2 people. but maybe it's not worth it. Maybe the drama is not worth it. Tell me more about the Three of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Wands, and what's this? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, hold on, it fell on the floor. Oh no, let me move the tripod a little bit. Hang on 1 second. Of course it falls on like the worst possible spot. Okay, Sagittarius. So here's the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So it's even like, the offer comes to you, but it's like, do I even want it now? Do I even want that? I feel like you're also getting breadcrumbed here. Maybe you've been fighting with someone to be like recognized for your value, or you're fighting to be respected or appreciated. And then when you finally get a little like crumb, you're like, is that what you're really bringing me? Like, you gotta be kidding me. That's the energy that I'm getting. This could also be like, if it's a work situation, it could be that your boss is like, well, I can't give you that promotion, but I can make you like the head of the project for this, you know, tiny little thing that we have to do. And you're like, that's not even remotely the same. Okay, what's the challenge for Sagittarius? What's the challenge for Sagittarius? Keep getting more than one. There you are, Sagittarius, with the Devil. Sagittarius energy and Capricorn energy here. It's almost like keep your cool. It's really hard for you to keep your cool. Maybe you're feeling very hot and cold, a little like quote unquote bipolar, in the sense of like your emotions are, you know, they go back and forth. The challenge is to keep your cool in the middle of BS, to stay balanced, to stay centered when everything around you is a mess. Some of you could also be trying to like fix an issue in your connection or in your partnership, in your commitment. And it's like, we're not getting anywhere. Like the steps are baby steps. The movement forward is like baby steps. And you're like, no, baby steps are not enough right now. Or maybe you're realizing that you're the only one that's trying, or you're the only one that's like trying to make this a harmonious relationship or connection, or a harmonious job environment. Tell me about Temperance and the Devil. Tell me about Temperance and the Devil. Page of Swords. Oh man, I'm getting you have to be honest with yourself. I'm also getting that you're trying to communicate. The challenge could be that your communication is just not getting through, or you're not speaking your truth. Because this is in a challenge position. When I put down this card, I thought, be honest with yourself. That something isn't working, or that something is not for you. So let's look at this person that you're dealing with. What do we need to know about this person that Sagittarius is, has, or will be dealing with, Spirit? What do we need to know about what's on their mind? What's their energy? Queen of Swords. Oh, what do we need to know about what's on their mind? What's on their energy? This person that Sagittarius is, has, or will be dealing with. The Nine of Cups. I don't like this energy. What do we need to know about this person? What do we need to know about this person? The Lovers. Gemini energy. I'm getting with the Queen of Swords, almost like this person's very careful with their words, very smart, very intellectual, but also I feel like they only have one goal in mind, and that is their own satisfaction. Nine of Cups, that their projects get pushed forward, that they are heard, that they are understood, that they end up winning in the end. That's the energy I'm getting here. This is in a partnership. Let me get one more. Tell me about this Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Could be dealing with an air sign too. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What do we need to know about the Queen of Swords, Spirit, and the Nine of Cups? Two of Pentacles. Interesting. It's almost like they want to confuse you or keep you guessing. Or like, again, it's like that seesaw energy. Maybe this person is not really sure what they want. They just know that they need to win or be satisfied in the end as well. You know, it's like, well, I don't know if I can commit 100% to this, because I don't think if I were to commit to this, am I going to be happy? Am I going to be okay with it, right? Tell me about this person's energy. By the way, I'm using my own oracle decks in this video. They are linked down below because I sell them on Etsy if you want to check them out. What's on this person's mind, Spirit? What's on this person's mind? What's on this person's mind? This person, the Sagittarius is, has, or will be dealing with. What's their energy? Please wait for me just a little bit longer. See, I feel like this person, I don't know. I'm finding it a little hard to trust them because of that Queen of Swords. When I put that Queen of Swords down, I just got this weird feeling. If this is a boss, they're saying, please wait a little bit longer for that promotion. But what they're not telling you is they're keeping you guessing because they don't have what it takes to give you that promotion, but they don't want to tell you that they don't have what it takes because then you're going to leave. That's the energy I'm getting here. It could also be that this is a partner that has made you promises to do something for a long time, or has told you they're going to work on something, or has told you they're going to improve a situation, but they're not really telling you the truth. They're telling you enough to keep you kind of guessing or on your toes, or to confuse you. That's the energy I'm getting here. And I don't know if you're dealing with someone like that, please let me know, because I feel like that energy is like so crystal clear for me. So where's all of this headed? Where is all of this headed next for Sagittarius, Spirit? Where is all of this headed next for Sagittarius? The Chariot, Cancer energy, movement forward. Where's all of this headed next for Sagittarius? Two of Swords, undecided, blocked, guarded. And the Tower, oh my God. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Okay. The Moon at the bottom of the deck, Pisces energy. Okay, Sagittarius, I see a few things. One thing I see is that you realize that there's no movement, nothing that's really happening in the way that you expected or hoped. And so you decide you're going to leave and cause a tower. That's what I see. For others of you, I see some sort of person making a move, but they're still undecided. So it's almost like they go halfway, not all the way. And so there's a tower that happens because there's only so much. It's almost like it's like a dam that's about to burst. The pressure is getting to the point where something has to give. If something doesn't give, if the dam isn't opened, if something isn't like worked out, it will completely like boil over. I think you get tired of not knowing, of not getting the answers, of being in the dark, of always being confused or like unsure. You get tired of that. Look at the Fool right after. You're like, screw that. I'm breaking free of this energy. I'm taking a leap of faith, a risk somewhere else, because I can't deal with this anymore. I don't want to be in the dark anymore. I don't want to be waiting anymore. I feel like a lot of you are going to be the ones that cause this tower. And you're going to like leave. I see you being the one that makes the move yourself, because you're tired that you're waiting for other people to make moves and they don't. And it's like, screw it. I'm not going to wait anymore. And I'm definitely not going to keep asking for an answer or keep asking for something or being the only one that's invested, or being the only one that's committed, or being the only one that's willing to work on this. Like, I don't want to be the only one.